Hello, my name is Swiss Bianco. This time I would like to show you some of the red alox 1961 Swiss Army knife models. I collect the red ones, especially not only the silver alox ones. With the red alox it did start 1961. The anodizing back then was not as hard as we have it today. It was a new technology, and so you see some little dings, scratches, and the silver color shine through. This, by the way, is made in 1963 by Wenger in Delemont. It has the hollow rivet, the correct stamp, the Waffen mark. The next one is a 1964, also made by Wenger. This one is in a better condition. This one is a Wenger 1965. And then we come to Victorinox. Back then the Tang stamp was Elsener Schweiz Victoria. This one was made in 1963. Somehow the stamps were always deeper on the Elsener Victorinox models than on the Wenger Swiss Army knives, what I saw over the years. The basic conception, the design, the tolerances are 99% the same, so the parts would fit. Back then Wenger Swiss Army knives and Victorinox did deliver 50% each of the Swiss Army knives. It was nicely splitted between the two factories. That was a really nice solution. Somehow the Italian part of Switzerland never had its own Swiss Army knife manufacturing, so it was split basically between Wenger, located in Delemont, the Swiss-French part of Switzerland, and Victorinox, who are located in Ibach, in the German-speaking part, the Swiss-German part of Switzerland. My hometown, Worp, small village outside of Bern, is basically located between Wenger, Delemont and Victorinox in Ibach. Each is about an hour drive away, so I'm used to both of them. This one is made in 1962 by Elsener. This one in 1964. All of them are in a pretty good shape for that old used Swiss Army knife. This one is 66 made. You have to see that those knives were used in the Swiss military. It's not common that they are like brand new. They were always a little bit used by somebody, and most of them were completely used up. They did grind down the blades, they did break the parts, and back then they even repaired the blades. They did take the knife apart and put a new blade in it. Then the soldier had to pay for it. If he break the blade, he has to pay for the fixing. So yeah, it was not that easy as today, that you just get a new knife. So these knives are really special. A bit in the future, you know, the Swiss Army knife, the alox 1961, that then got in a silver color, because the dings and the nicks you could not see that much anymore, like with the red anodizing. and then later the one-hand version came. The 90 Armée was in between the new Swiss Army knife that was adopted in 2008, basically the same version but with different scales. And then Victorinox were the only manufacturer for the Swiss Army knives for the Swiss military contract. It's kind of sad, but it is how it is. So the collectors have now only one brand to collect for their Swiss Army knives collection, that they have the different ear stamps, the different versions, but there's still a lot of older versions out there, and at least in Switzerland you can pick it up, and outside of Switzerland of course it's really tough to find such marvels.